Hello everybody, hello beautiful people. Welcome to a new event on the Stack is Lava. Today we're gonna have Parco with Izzet Prowess against Bjorn, Jeskai control. It's an exciting match. Bjorn starts with Meticulous Archive and Surveil. Parco starts with a Preordain. He likes to have like this fancy arts on these cards. That's why I usually put more cards on the side, card pictures on the side, so that you can, if you don't know the particular art he used, you can still know what card it is. I struggled a little bit. Like this Monastery Sweep Spear. Very nice, but very difficult to recognize if you don't know. Solitude. And then Ephemerate, which is quite a solid plan against Izzet Prowess. Just in my opinion, since they don't run many counters quite at all, it was better to wait at least one more turn for him to play more cards and take away more out of Parco's game plan. But still, there's a Solitude in the battlefield, hitting for 3, life stealing, and Steel Cutter. This could be a big issue. There we go, Steam Bands. And Force of Negation, hard casted. No. Preordain again. And 3 more. Life stealing for, in this case, for basically 1, because he's shocked in Sacred Foundry, so it's basically he gains 3, he loses 2, gain 1. That's a short sum. Yeah, they're checking exactly this. And then Jace, the Mind Sculpture, like a friend from the past. I remember when this card was banned, everyone was like, oh my god, they're never gonna ban it, it's too powerful, it's too broken. Nowadays, here we are, it's legal and seems to be decent. I mean, having a Brainstorm in Modern is always powerful, but paying a Brainstorm for mana could be better. Steel Cutter, again. And Swift Spear triggering the Steel Cutter. And Jace didn't make it. Steel Cutter is that card that should never hit the battlefield if you play against Izzet Prowess and you have any counter. Of course, maybe this time Bjorn didn't have a way to counter it, but yeah. Lorien Revealed. Cycling for basic land type island. He decided to take an island, but he could have taken whatever shock land having blue. Also survey land. And Quantum Riddler. This card became basically a staple for blue decks. It's a cantrip that eventually becomes a creature. In case you run Ephemerate, you draw more. You basically cycle your cards. It's way too good. Slickshot Show Off and Preordain. A lot of prowess triggers, plus the Core Steel Cutter trigger. Core Steel Cutter moves to the new monk just created. 1 prowess on the stack. Preordain leaves both the card on top. Mishra's Bubble. 2 prowess triggers for the 3 creatures, Monastery Swiftspear, Slickshot, and the Old Monk, plus 1 prowess trigger for the new monk just created. It's time to go to combat. It's a lot of damages, and Bjorn said no blocks. They're counting and doing the math, but it's 14 damages. In just 1 turn, easy. Mishra Bubbles triggers, so Parko gets to draw 1 card. Is Bjorn gonna be able to deal the last 8 damages this turn? We'll see. There's a Flage in his hands. But not enough mana to cast it and then escape it. At this point, in my opinion, the best thing to do is getting rid of the Slick Shot. Hoping that Parko doesn't have, I don't know, a Mutagenic Growth, for example, to save it. Pelagi. Targeting Slick Shot, of course. Oh well, he had to do it. That was the only possible thing to do, and good part in this situation is that he gained 3 lives and Parko wasted 1 card that would have been very, very, very good next turn. Expressive Iteration. 1 prowess on the stack. Mishra's Bubble. Exiled gets on the play. Another prowess trigger. new monk on the battlefield. And of course, Cory Steelcutter is moving to the one in Summoning Sickness. Land. He's counting if he's able to deal these last 13 damages. And we have a preordain to get prowess to 3 for most of the cards and just 1 for the new created monk. But I mean, I think that he's basically there already. Attack with everything. And the Solitude is gonna block one of the Swift Spear. Damage assignment. We have 7 damages from Slick Shot, and then 4 damages for the monks. And 3 more from the new created ones. Well, it was a big, huge, fucking bold swing. Yeah, we can see what they drew. You can see the cards below. Elegant Parlor to start. Teferi, Graveyard. It's not that big card in this kind of matchup. Could be good if you want to bounce and try to get some tempo, but it also helps when they have to start stacking their prowess triggers. They have to do it sorcery speed, so maybe you can get a grasp on how to kill creatures. In the meanwhile, Parko played a Dragon Rage Channeler. And a Monastery Swift Spear now. Preordain. Surveil trigger from DRC. And then Preordain. We also have a Prowess trigger on the stack. The Surveil keeps the cards on top. Preordain top. Just 3 damages. Lightning Bolt. I would say that I would rather bolt the Dragon Rage Channeler. It's the card that I don't want to stay on the battlefield because it gives too much advantage to the Prowess deck. This is one of the best engine and too much value surveilling from the top of your library, deciding what to draw is huge. Your surveil on top. Two mana, Quantum Riddler. Warped. And that's it. If I'm not wrong, Bjorn missed the land drop. Definitely did. Aha. Cory Steelcutter, Surveil trigger. But Park already knows that Cory Steelcutter is not gonna stay on the battlefield. Bjorn pitches Mystical Dispute. Mystical Dispute is a pretty nice card in this matchup, but maybe he thought he had better card to keep. Especially not having a land. Preordain top or not. The Surveil card is on top for sure. The Preordain is top. Combat. 3 damages from the Dragon Rage Channeler. Consult the star charts. Someone was desperate for lands. But yeah, this didn't help at all because he's still lagging behind. And Izzet Prowess at this point has enough mana to cause a mayhem. Prismatic ending. Getting rid of Dragon Rage Channeler. Explosive Iteration. He plays the Arid Mesa from the exile. And then Mishra's Bubble to check what's on top of his library. Basically to know if he wanted to draw that card or if it was better to crack the fetch, and apparently it was. At this point, Parko is desperately looking for threats. And the Lightning Bolt was not enough of a big threat. Bubble Trigger. Land for Bjorn. Shocking in for 2. Corey Steel Cutter. Bjorn says okay. Lava Dart. 1 damage and then trigger for Corey Steel Cutter, creating the monk. Combat. Apparently just 2 damages. Subtlety. Hardcasted. And then blocking the monk. Parko says before damage, he wants to sacrifice a mountain, dealing 1 damage to Bjorn's face, just in order to kill the subtlety. Resource-wise, was quite a good move. Quantum Riddler, warped. Drawing 1 card. And warped. Land pass. Bjorn can take back this situation probably. Let's see what happens. At this point of the game, fetching is dangerous. Parco has a fiery islet that can crack just to draw one more card and try to steal this game from Bjorn's hand. I can see he has a Solitude. He'd rather play the Quantum Riddler. Hard casted from Warp, drawing a card. From what I can see, Bjorn has a Solitude, and in his hand he also has Flage, and he just drew a white card that seems to be either a Path to Exile or an Ephemerate. So he could pitch something in order to cast Solitude. In my opinion, it was a little bit better to stay open with the mana, just to hard cast Solitude, and I don't know, in case he was creating another monk, it was the opportunity to also gain 3 life. An Oli hit, and this could be a problem for Bjorn. Bolt Face, this is still in Bjorn's turn, so Core Steel Cutter is triggering on opponent's turn. 2 spells were played. So Parco is now gonna be able to play another monk out of Steel Cutter, probably. Slickshot Show Off. Perfect target for Solitude. And then Lava Dart. Double trigger for Slickshot and the Core Steel Cutter plus the Monk. Solitude gets exiled, pitching a Path to Exile. Solitude goes to the graveyard. But Bjorn is at 5. There was a Lava Dart in the graveyard. Sacrificing one more land, it was enough to kill Bjorn. So yeah, Parco won this match. It was very explosive. We can see the sideboard below. I think it was basically good choices. And this game was kind of exciting. Very quick probably, but very explosive on the Izzet Prowess side. And this is everything from the Stuck is Lava. I hope you liked it. And yeah, keep follow us. I hope you enjoyed the games. I hope you enjoy our style. And see you in the next video. Bye guys.